On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Penn State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came and were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed them.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off-play action. Moving to his left. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now...
It's a fumble on the play. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking for a man, it's Washington. Back's got it on the screen. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, on that third down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The run inside. It's Wallace. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lagway wants to throw. Quick catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position. Pick up a first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Extending the play. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy? On third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Past the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Play fake Lagway. Caught in the backfield, it's McCutcheon. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Making his first move. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got a man, it's Robinson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Gonna throw it deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Long way to go on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Right side, it's Carter. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Once he got some room, it was over. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead plays.
And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Ollie, what do you have?
Hey guys, here on the Penn State sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The fake wants to throw. Unleashes one. Got his man all by himself. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Nittany Lions come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Washington. Fires deep toward the end zone. Very fortunate that wasn't a pick in the end zone.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield, that's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Under pressure. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, you're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Lagway finds his man in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Runs through a tackle. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Sets his feet. It's Lagway. Finds his back in the middle. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out wide right, it's Parachek. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Spartans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. They were all over it. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4, it's 2nd and 14. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. right back to it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 2nd and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. Lagway on the play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCutcheon. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're...
Touchdown, Spartans! Made the grab in the end zone.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Running inside, it's Wallace. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here's Lagway to pass. The throw. Right side, it's Parachek. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back's got it on the screen. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners are going to bail. Between the hashes, it's Parachek. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Hands it off. Can't get him to the ground. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Motion from the wide receiver. Just feeds the running back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Making the adjustment on the play. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
Keeps it moving. It's Martin. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Breaks into the up. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Lagway. Rushes on. Trying to get rid of it. And he gets it away.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Lagway from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Nittany Lions sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Misses badly on that one. Third and long coming up. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that is no good after the missed field goal. Hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lagway wants to throw. Hauls it in. Turning it on. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Parachek. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And it's no good after the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Cuts it upfield. It's Martin. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Dropping back, it's Washington. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Flag way. Left side is Sticky. Nice move to keep running. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. On the ground, it's Sticky. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They give it back to him. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Plowing ahead on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Spartans will snap it on first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Spartans want to crank the tempo.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind of...
Throws toward the end zone, and that one's way too far for everybody.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Here's Lagway to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Spartans line it up with a first and goal. Keeps it himself. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Touchdown, Spartan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And how how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Follows his block. It's Martin. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Rides to the back. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Hits inside, it's Wallace. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks it. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Throwing, Lagway. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive.